break between things. I've been at a networking event all morning and I was going to pull over at a park and then there was no parking in the right spot. So I thought I'm just going to grab a spot in my car, check in and see how you guys are doing. I got a couple of great things to talk to you about today. If you haven't been following my page, I have a great thing coming up. One is the Own Your Awkward Talks course. Let's get you on stage. Let's share your message. I want to make sure people are aware that the early bird pricing, where you save $250 on a speaking course that helps you share your message on stage, we got that early bird pricing available for another 8 days. It ends July 31st. I'd love to have you in our cohort. We spend 6 weeks together with 10 of us working through your story, your message, how it's going to affect the world, and how you can deliver that on stage with confidence and ease in a way that connects with your audience. A lot of people get caught up on having this perfect presentation and we overlook the connection with the audience, which is the most important part. We're delivering our story so that people will hear it and connect. So if they're not connecting, what's the point? That's what I help you do. The Own Your Awkward Talks course, we work together for 6 weeks, and then you get on stage in a theater here in Tacoma in front of a live audience, typically 50 to 100 people, depending on how many friends you get there. Some people don't feel comfortable having people that they know there, they're a little shy. They're like, I'd rather talk in front of strangers, which I get. That's how I was when I started doing comedy. I didn't want people I knew to be in the audience because I was gonna have to see them again. Strangers, to walk away from. Totally get it. However, we're gonna get a good, supportive community in the room for you to feel comfortable and to connect with. And that program starts September 15th. Right now we got early bird pricing in place and we got some spots left. They're starting to go. We only have room for 10, so it's limited. And we're gonna work together in our cohort with myself. If you don't know about me, I am a professional speaker, a stand-up comedian, and a life coach, and my goal is to coach you through the process to deliver your message on stage in a way that connects and makes a difference with your audience. It's perfect for entrepreneurs. It's perfect for people who are supporting maybe a special cause, or for people who want to get into speaking. If this is your business, you can write this off, right? Like, check with your accountant, but this is a business training development expense, right? Like, you can get trained to get on stage, deliver your message with confidence and connection, so these people go, man, I want to know more about what they're delivering. I want to get in on that program. I want to get behind their story and support them because I saw them talk. So the event is going to be October 22nd. We're going to spend 6 weeks together, getting ready, getting you comfortable, getting you confident, and then you're going to be able to deliver your message in front of a live audience and leave with a recording. So if you want to be able to tell the world about your story, if you want to be able to get that message out to people, or maybe you want to get on stage and be a speaker and use this as your promo video, it's a perfect opportunity. Check out awkwardcareer.com and then scroll down to getting you on stage, or go to Own Your Awkward Talks. That is the event. This is the third one we've done, and every time it is a completely different mix of people. We've had people talk about their journey with grieving. We've had people talk about mental health. We had a speaker who talked about his learnings from growing up with a gorilla. Talk about a huge range. We had someone who talked about our memories and our relationship with food and how that impacts the choices we make for our own health now, and how to make the best choices around how we feel about food. So there's been just a huge range, and I want to know what your story is. What is the thing that you would tell the whole world? If you had everybody listening to you, not to freak you out, but if you had everyone's attention, what is that most important message you need to get out to them? Is it about something that's happened in your life? Is it about a nonprofit you're supporting? Or is it about, for me, my whole message is about Own Your Awkward, and it's all about the fact that we have to be ourselves and be okay with ourselves and love ourselves. That's my message. That's the hill I'm gonna die on. I am all about knowing that it took me way too long to be comfortable in my own skin, and I want people to learn that sooner. Knowing that little quirky little thing we don't feel comfortable about is actually the key to you living your best life, and it's actually where your superpower is hidden, and most people see it before we do. Most people are like, man, you know what? That's what I love about you. Why are you self-conscious about that? And meanwhile, I'm going, because I don't want anybody to know that I'm not perfect, right? Who wants people to know that? But newsflash, who the hell is perfect? Nobody's perfect. We know that about other people. We accept it with other people. But then we're hard on ourselves. It's that bully in our head. It's that, that inner critic, whatever you want to call it. but we got to get past that. And so that's my message. But I want to know, what's the thing you would talk about? What do you want to get on stage with and share with the world? So that's the big thing. The other big news in my area is I just made a bunch of updates on my coaching page. It's not changes to what I'm doing, but it's making it clear in what the process is. This program I have helps you walk through step by step dealing with all the things in our life that could hold us back, so that you can implement better habits and make better decisions. Something I've had to do a lot of work on myself, continue to do. And so I just updated my coaching page to reflect more the changes we've made over the last couple of years in that process and program, so that it's more clear. So outside of that, sunny day, entrepreneur land here. Just pulled over to enjoy the great Northwest sunshine while we've got it. And pretty soon I'm going to get out of the car and find a place to kind of hang out and see what's going on in the world, because I got this weird downtime between a networking event I was at earlier and an event I'm going to this evening, and I didn't want to go home because that's half an hour in the wrong direction. So yeah, curious, go ahead, if you want to mention it in the comment. What would be your thing? What would be the thing you would want to talk about if you had an audience? Would it be something about your journey with mental health? Would it be something about your business and why you started your business? A lot of people who take my courses are entrepreneurs, and their goal is to get better at telling the story of their business. If you can do it on stage in a 5-minute talk and share it with the world, it's going to make it a lot easier when you have to do those pitches at networking events, because it's just so much less daunting. You're like, I already faced this fear of public speaking. Now when someone says in a group of 1 or 2 or 3 people, and they say, hey, tell me about your business, I got this. I can talk for 30 seconds to 2 minutes on what my business is about. I've already conquered the stage. Or you take the recording from the event that we do and you put that out to the world and say, hey, if you didn't know what I do, I'd love you to watch this. So what would be your thing? Like I said, mine's about owning your awkward, leaning into your quirks. Yeah, our last one, we had someone talk about being an entrepreneur as a young person and stepping into that and that journey. We had someone talk about their business and their insecurities around starting their own business, and then got into what their business does. Like I said, we had someone talk about their journey with healing and with dealing with grief. Someone talk about mental health. People really open up. And it's just like when I have people on my podcast, my Own Your Awkward podcast, I always say, you can go as deep as you want to go, or you can stay as surface level as you need to for your safety and security and comfort level. However, the deeper we go with people, the deeper we go in conversations, the better connection we're going to have. So that's what I like to tell. Like, when you're selling your story, you're talking about your business, the deeper you can go in the why behind the reason why what you do is what you do, the better followers you're going to have, the better support you're going to have in your community, because people are going to go, man, you know what? Yeah, how many times has this happened to you? You hear about a business, maybe it's a coffee shop or a clothing line or something. You think, oh, that's cool. I like their stuff. I've had their product. It's good. But then later you hear the story behind the reason the business was founded, and it's because of a major life change or a loss or something that was missing in this person's life, and that's why they started it. Or they were super passionate about something and they never found clothes that fit for this hobby they like, so they started that line, and they're like, wow, now I want to buy those clothes even if I didn't need that pair of shorts. Or whatever the thing is, you become a super supporter because now you know the story behind the business. I want to help you share the story behind your business. I want to help you share the story behind what you're doing, so the people who might already support you a little bit can support you even more, can get on board and go, wow, now I'm fully entrenched, right? Or have it be people who are maybe not even aware of what you do, or maybe saw your sign somewhere or heard about you, and they're like, oh, now I'm on board. Now I'm behind this person, and now I'm excited to go tell my friends about that person's business or their story. Like, how many times do you have a friend who says, oh man, I just heard this story, or I saw this reel and it told me about this thing. You got to check them out. We want people having those conversations about you, and that's what this Own Your Awkward Talks course and program will help you do, because you'll leave with that video you can just share, that your friends can share for you, and you'll have refined your message and your storytelling process. This whole process is about you being confident in your story and sharing it with comfort and ease in a way that connects with your audience. So enough about that. I just want to help. I want to see you getting that story on stage. I appreciate you guys joining us today. This is the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube. I have gone live on other platforms. I just never have really tapped into the YouTube live. So I hope this has been helpful for you. You know, even if you don't buy my course and you don't want to join the thing, or you're not ready, or whatever reason you've got, I hope it inspires you to start practicing your message. Start practicing why you got into what you're doing. Be comfortable telling people that story behind what's important to you. So, you know, whether you buy my stuff or join our program, I want to see you flourish, and I want to see you getting your story out to the world, because you're awesome, my friend. You're making a difference, even if you don't see it, and people need to hear your story even more. So take care, everybody. Andy Vargo here. Be sure that you own your awkward. Now, since this is my first time on a YouTube live, I got to go find the end button. There we go. Let's make it awkward, right?